Welcome to this video about the on-demand screening service or product from Telection. This video will focus mainly on how this looks like from a candidate point of view. My name is Hans-Petter Ramstad and I'm the co-founder of Telection. So initially, a screening request is created by somebody, and that somebody has included you as a candidate on that screening request. That screening request will then trigger an email that will be sent to you that looks something like this, with the screening requester name, contact information, the type of screening in question, and a link to that screening project start page. Clicking on that link, you get to a start page that would look something similar to this, where you have the possibility to create a user or to use existing user and link to that screening request with a description of the request purpose and story and contact information for the requester. If you apply by creating a user, you are taken to this page, enter name, email, mobile number, password, and repeat that and approve that Telection can use this information. You then tick off I'm not a robot and create user are clicked. You will then receive another email with an activation link for that user, and click on that activation link and you are taken into the solution directly. In the solution, it will look similar to this. There will be some other names, maybe another type, and maybe some other activities, but mainly the core activities is usually some basic information, some personality tests, some intelligence tests, and some games. So that's the activity set that you are requested to do for this screening. You start off by clicking on basic. You enter your information. I can enter some information for myself. Let's see, Norway. I live in Oslo. Male, born, something like this. And then let's select that. And that's the mandatory information needed. The rest is optional. You can then click on save and go back to the main page, and then you see that basic is ticked off and done. So the next activity is a personality test that looks like this, and you can also switch between English and Norwegian according to your preferences. But basically this is all about statements. In this case there are 50 statements that are listed sequentially. And you are to respond to that statement if you agree or disagree with that statement. For example, I seldom feel melancholic. And then you say either that you disagree or you agree or something in between. And you go through these 50, and when done, you calculate and save, and you go back to the main page again. The fluid intelligence is a bit different. I have some explanation at the start, and then you are taken to this page where you have a 3x3 matrix missing one element. And based on the pattern that you see here, you select one of the 6 options to the right to complete the pattern. So in this case, you see that that's covered. There should be a circle without any fillings at the end. When you selected an option for one question, you're taken directly to the next page. And then you just continue like that until the last page and make sure that you add this test to your profile. That's a question that pops up at the end of the test. The games are more or less according to this pattern. You are taken to the game. You are presented with some information about that given game, and then you click start, and then you do the game, and you are scored from 1 to 5 stars. So in this case you are to click on all the smiling faces, and when you're clicked correctly you are taken to the next page. But if you click wrong, you get the red, you get a wrong, one correct out of two, and then you need to redo this one. There are 3 smiles. Let's see, down there is the 1, and now this 2, and now this and this, now just this, and there is another smile there. So this is all about clicking 1, 2, or 3 happy faces per frame, and when you don't know how many each time, so you just have to find the smiling ones, and when you found them all, you are taken to the next frame. So that's one of the games. And there are usually usually 3 to 5 different games of different dynamics. But the pattern is that you're presented with a description of the game, you press start, you execute the game, and then you wait until the end, and then you decide if you're going to keep the result and add it to your profile, or if you want to redo the tests. And you're given the option to redo the tests 3 times before the last score is locked into your profile. Having completed all this, and then all these boxes will be ticked off, then also the send application will be enabled, and you click on that to complete the process overall. And below you will at any given time see the results of these different activities in the frames below here. You can also click here the buttons if you want to activate it from these frames instead of from the activity set above. So that's basically the logic and content of this page when you're asked to be a candidate in the screening request. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact the requester, or feel also free to contact telection.com. Thank you.